Billy has already got his Memorial Day weekend plans scheduled. Look at that backyard for Billy Harner. That's Billy Harner, the Director of Communications. My name is Keith Rad. This is Slice of Life, episode 35 on a Friday before Memorial Day. Where are you? Paradise? What is that?
Yeah, we can't go anywhere, and typically I'm not around during the summer. So I figured if I'm going to be here, might as well dress up the backyard a little bit, make it what I want it to be. So here we are, enjoying it. Memorial Day weekend. This is when summer starts, right?
It looks good. It looks good. Let's kick it off with our favorite social slice. Billy, I'll have you lead off.
Yeah, so our show here is to try to uplift people. So I'm going to try to not be a Debbie Downer when I tell this story, but I got to preface all this by saying, my father passed away when I was 23 years old. It was very quick, unexpectedly. He got diagnosed with cancer in April and passed away in July. So it was just a very quick turn of events, not really a lot of time to prepare yourself. So over the last 14 years, I've had countless times where I've been talking to myself saying, oh man, I wish my dad was here so I could ask him how to do something. And it happens all the time. It happened as soon as I had my first kid and I had all sorts of questions. It happens when the toilet's running. It happens when I needed a new refrigerator, all sorts of stuff. So apparently I'm not alone on this, though, because a man named Rob Kenny has created an internet sensation with his Dad, How Do I YouTube channel. Take a look.
The other day, and she says, Dad, my toilet won't stop running. And I thought for a second, well, it can't be that fast. When did she catch it? That didn't really happen. It was a dad joke opportunity. And if I would have missed it, you might have wondered about me. So anyway, so I'm going to show you how to fix a running toilet, right? If that doesn't shut off, I'll show you what causes that. Once I flush it, I'm going to actually shut off the water over here, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let it drain down. Okay. And then so it's just attached. You can see it's attached to this handle. It's got this chain here. And my new flapper comes with the chain as well. So I'm going to go ahead and swap those out. Okay.
So this channel was created about 50 days ago and has 1.5 million subscribers. His first video was how to tie a tie. Other projects have been how to unclog a drain, how to stop a running toilet, stuff that most normal people know how to do, but I resort to YouTube videos to find out these necessities for being a homeowner. So new videos come out every Thursday, and like the advice, his dad jokes are free. So that's also very appreciated. And his most recent video, which was released yesterday, this has sort of been gaining steam over the last few days when it started to sort of trend and go viral a little bit. So his most recent video was posted yesterday where he introduced it by saying he was talking to all of his kids, which is all of us who are following what he's doing now and following his journey. And he started off by telling everybody that he's proud of you. And he read Teddy Roosevelt's Man in the Arena, encouraging his kids, air quotes, to not be afraid and go outside their comfort zone. And you're never failing as long as you're trying, kind of thing. So this is unbelievable. I mean, this for myself personally, as I was preparing this story, I got emotional, reading all these comments that people were having on these videos. And it was sort of inspirational for me to see that I'm sort of not alone. And I know that there's a lot of people going through the same kind of stuff. And it was basically part advice on how to do stuff and part support group, which is something that I think a lot of us can use for sure. So I am so grateful for Rob for starting this. It's helped me out both around the house and emotionally. So I'm sure that was unplanned additional benefits from that. So it's educational. It's very informative. And on the videos, you'll see that he most enjoys when people say, we must protect this man at all costs. So that's my way of thanking him and starting this and helping me in more ways than he'll ever know. So we must protect this man at all costs for sure.
It's a beautiful story. Obviously, I think the best part of it is that he, like you said, grew up without a dad, and so he's now rising up. So I love it. For my favorite social slice, if the thought of dinner at the Jersey Shore right now scares the daylights out of you because of exposure to coronavirus, I give you Plan B. Take a peek.
Talk about dining al fresco. How cool is this?
This is about as cool as you can get.
How cool is this? And it's a much nicer night than the last time you guys did this.
I need a pickup truck, Billy. The Chevy Trax ain't cutting it anymore. I'm going a little crazy in the apartment. Time to see the world. This is the closest thing to Pimp My Ride that I've seen in a while. I've missed that show, and this is awesome. Last night, the lady and I, beautiful night. We walked up to get some pizza. We walked over to the East River to eat the pizza, a little view, something. And the box is flipping and flying. Pepperonis the wind is shooting them everywhere. Napkins are running down the path. It was a disaster. But if I just had a pickup truck with a table and chairs and utensils, I could have weighted everything down. It could have been a little bit better. What a great setup.
Yeah, like we've said multiple times, the creativity that people are showing in this and making the best out of a bad situation is unbelievable. And anything to feel like a human again, you feel like you're in a zoo. You're stuck inside your four walls, and anything to feel like a human again is more than welcome. And I love seeing these stories for sure.
Time for Chicken Farm Heroes. I'll kick this one off. We hear all the time, especially now as things are getting better, that nursing homes are still kind of ground zero at this point. So very vulnerable population in the country. But as I'm hearing this, I'm thinking to myself, some of the funniest, wisest people that I've ever met are people who are older, elderly. The old people, I said it, sorry. They have such a great outlook on life because, they've lived years and years. They've lived through this and that. I remember when I was living in Texas, when I was living in New York City, when I was living in Texas, I lived with a family that was 80 years old, and I thought they were going to be these old people, whatever. They were amazing. They had such a great outlook on life. I really loved living with them. So it was like living with your grandparents again. At Savannah Court of Camilla, which is a retirement nursing home in Georgia, the people that live there celebrated on Wednesday with an ice cream dance party. And you want to know how great these people are living life to the fullest every day. They were celebrating, Bill, Denim Day. Denim Day? Yeah, Denim Day. Wednesday was May 20th. On May 20th, 1873, blue jeans were born because Levi Strauss got his patent on May 20th. That is a new level of savagery. I mean, you just go on this date in history. Okay, they invented a ball of yarn. It's a yarn party. Let's go. I love this.
Yeah, looking for any reason to party, no matter what age. So the quarantine has been the great unifier of trying to get people to have a good time. So here we are. For my chicken farm hero, Dylan Carollo is a 17-year-old in Orlando, Florida, who has been operating D100 Radio, an online station streamed through iHeartRadio since he was 11 years old. The station format is rather unique in that it plays music from all over the globe. It plays the top hits from everywhere, no matter what language it's in. So it's sort of a global top 40 station. So during the pandemic, he saw an increase in listenership as people started streaming. Excuse me. I started streaming at their homes and not being in their car listening to radio as much. So he started a program where listeners could donate to a few pre-selected charities, including in New York, the FDNY Foundation, Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in LA, the Henry Ford Health System in Detroit. People could log on and donate anywhere from $5 north, whatever they could afford or wanted to contribute. And it basically became the world's largest jukebox. No matter what they wanted to hear, he would play it. And over the weeks where this program was in place, he raised over $30,000 for various charities across the country. So very cool stuff to see. And just another young person sort of excelling in their field, making me feel like I'm completely useless. But unbelievable stuff from him. And also there's no specific person for this, but McSorley's has just announced that they are opening. McSorley is the 1854 institution on the east side of Manhattan. They will be opening up shortly for their two kinds of beer that they serve, light and dark, as well as their hot dogs and hamburgers. And I think that's about it on their menu. So life is getting back to normal here in the city as well. So that's good news for sure.
Yeah, I'm a huge McSorley's fan. My mother took me there when I was younger, of age, but younger. And we got crackers with onions and mustard. And what did they do? They pulled the saltine packet out of the bag, put it right on the plate, and gave it to us. We had to open the packet and eat the crackers. You have to go to McSorley's if possible. Sports. Let's take a sports walk into the past. A little nostalgia for you, Bill. You're not that old, but I found this online last night. Check these bad boys out. Brendan, pop it up. The Shea Stadium concession prices from 1967. Love this kind of stuff. 25 cents for a hot dog, 30 cents for a pizza. And Bill, if you really want to splurge, 85 big cents for a shrimp basket. But a couple things I noticed from this list. We talked about, the elderly. I think an egg salad sandwich is like the oldest thing you could eat. I haven't eaten an egg salad sandwich since my grandparents were watching me after third grade at their house. It's good. It's great. I just think it's so old-fashioned. And then, of course, ballpark food is always handheld, dogs, burgers, fries, whatever. Cake and pie. How are we eating cake and pie in the seats at Shea Stadium in 1967? I love this. This is great.
Yeah, so this is very interesting to me because you consider what they have now at Citi Field between Shake Shack and Blue Smoke and all these other things that they're offering that are a little off the beaten path from what they were offering back in the day here at Shea. Very interesting to see. Also, today is the day where the Mets traded for Mike Piazza and sort of changed the trajectory of the franchise for a little bit. So big day as a Met fan as well. It was on a Friday Memorial Day weekend, so this is very apropos to me. I was in high school driving to Fordham Prep to play them in a baseball game, and they came over on WFAN that the Mets had traded for Mike Piazza. Brings me back.
I remember my neighbor came out. We're Yankee fans back then, but my neighbor came out and said, the Mets just got a guy named Pizza. How cool is that? I was like, oh, great.
Yeah, close but no cigar. So my sports story is something that I have just completely related to and been in this place and know exactly where this sort of came from creatively, I guess. So to give people a look behind the curtain a little bit, people like yourself and me and some other folks that help us, like Brennan as well, who's helping us right now, we're the ones that are pumping out the lineup graphics and the final score and the starting lineup and all these things that people see on social media. And frankly, it gets a little monotonous when you're doing it every day during a 76-game season, plugging in the same lineup and same different scores and trying to find different ways to make it different so you don't go absolutely insane. So the Cleveland Indians took that to a different level. They, this year, on their starting lineup graphics, on 39 different graphics throughout the season, they randomly inserted Nicolas Cage's face someplace. Didn't say anything about it, didn't mention it until 2 days ago when they put this little Easter egg hunt through all their social graphics where they started a National Treasure-esque hunt, I suppose, to look through all these different graphics to see if you could find Nicolas Cage. So, Brendan, if you get a minute here, if you could throw up the picture here of Mike Clevenger, where if you look close enough, right on his elbow, he's got a sunflower or something like that, where right in the dead center of it is Nicolas Cage's face. So I love this. And I have been in a similar spot where I've been going a little crazy, posting the same things over and over again. So I've taken pictures and Photoshopped Gary Perone's face as every photo in the background and then just blurred them so you can't tell. So I've done stuff like this, but this is next level. This is unbelievable stuff. And they're offering rewards to people who can find all 39 pictures of Nicolas Cage. And in keeping with the National Treasure theme, I'd imagine that the reward is some type of city of gold if they can get around to it. So great job by the Indians. They do a great job on Twitter and social media in general. I just love this story because I could almost picture exactly what the conversation was between these people in their creative services and social media and whatever. Just saying, all right, it's another game. We're playing the Brewers. It's a Tuesday in May. We've already lost our minds. Let's come up with something fun. And Nicolas Cage's face all of a sudden ends up in a tattoo, and history is made.
So we run social for Brooklyn Cyclones for a long time, especially during this. And we've come up with ideas and whatever we can find. And, the well starts to run dry a little bit. How long were the Indians going to go without telling us that this was a thing? This is like everyone's kind of getting to their reserves here as far as content goes. We're almost at June. Like, this is crazy. And by the way, for everyone out there, make sure Billy never, ever, ever gets anything on you. He is the worst person to have blackmail. Worst.
Yeah, it's just completely random. Like, if they were doing like Charlie Sheen, they were like Willie Mays Hayes or something like that. There's a Cleveland Indians tie-in. You throw it in. Nicolas Cage is just completely outrageous. So unbelievable. And just last thing before we head out of here, Brendan Bowling, who has been helping us with all this stuff, making us look good and helping us with all these editing, he finished up his last graduate class last night. So he is almost completely a free man and about to enter the job market, I suppose. Hopefully he doesn't leave us anytime soon. But congratulations to him and best of luck going forward, man.
Yeah, he's a genius. We love having him. And he's going to be one of those people working for the Indians one day who's going to put your face on a lineup card somewhere. But good stuff, Bill. Enjoy your backyard for the weekend. If you hear somebody skinny dipping at night, it's probably me running in, running out. Quick little refresher, but enjoy, man. We'll see you on Monday.
Always welcome anytime. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.